Hello and welcome to this mini course on the thermodynamics of heterogeneous mixtures. I'm Darren Olness. I'm in the chemistry department at Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota. And I also have this YouTube channel, the G&L Project. I named it the G&L Project after G.N. Lewis, and there's a famous quote by G.N. Lewis in pretty much every physical chemistry book. It says, "Physical chemistry is everything that's interesting." And I read that in a very open way that, and I live my scientific life around that motto, that learning the basics of how nature works, the understanding the physics and the chemistry of how nature works gives you the platform or the foundation to learn anything you want. So I have gotten a lot in my life out of physical chemistry, and if that's what you're studying, I encourage you to continue, and you'll get a lot of satisfaction out of it. All right, so this course is a fairly advanced course. We're not pronouncing extreme rigor, but we are certainly being careful, and then we're expecting that you have had a course in thermodynamics, and so that you have a good understanding of where things are coming from and that sort of thing. So this course is fairly short. It has 5 lectures here, the introductory one that we're in right now. Then we'll go into some definitions for these heterogeneous mixtures, talk about total internal energy and enthalpy. We'll talk about isothermal compressibility and the coefficient of thermal expansion. And then we'll talk about working equations. I am somewhat modeling this course after chapter 7 in this book, Suspension Acoustics, which has a really nice chapter on the thermodynamics of suspensions. And I'm not following the notation exactly the same. I'm bringing in stuff that I teach in my courses and stuff, but I really was inspired by this chapter. So that I would consider the primary reference here. If you are following from this book, note that the notation I use is different than in that book. Okay, so let's talk about what we're talking about here. So we're going to be talking about mixtures, and mixtures break into 2 basic categories: homogeneous mixtures, where things are mixed at the molecular level, and these are called solutions. We certainly, in other courses, will talk about solutions, but here we're focused on heterogeneous mixtures. And this is where we have macroscopic or mesoscopic scale, at least, regions of a homogeneous substance inside another homogeneous substance, like enclaves of one type of material in another type of material. So these separate, it's really a continuum based on the size of the particles in the host material. So basically you have this host material, which is, again, it's a continuum, but typically there'll be one substance that you'll have more of, and then you put particles of another substance in that. And so that's a host and particle setup. Again, a continuum based on size. So we sometimes refer to it as a mechanical homogeneous mixture if you can sort by hand. So if you had water and sand, you could go in with the tweezers and pick out the sand, for example. A suspension then and a colloid are ones where you can't do that, and they separate themselves by a colloid will essentially persist indefinitely in Earth's gravity. So milk is an example of that. Milk isn't going to settle out at the bottom of the container. Then suspensions are kind of in the middle here. So that's if you were to shake up some salad dressing, you get a suspension of the oil in the water, and then that will separate out based on their different densities via gravity. Now, sometimes it can take a very long time, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, we are going to primarily in the back of our minds be thinking about suspensions. Not so much that it isn't what we're doing doesn't apply to colloids as well. or even mechanical heterogeneous mixtures. But colloids bring with them so much additional stuff that we're not going to be talking about here. You get a lot more into like the criticality of the colloids and the surface charge and that sort of thing. So we're not going to be talking about any kind of surface charge or anything like that. So in my mind, when I think about this, I'm mainly thinking of, say, some kind of solid in water or in some other liquid. But it certainly doesn't have to be that. Okay, so what these are called and how we generally refer to things depends on the host and the particle, obviously. If the gas is the host, then we have what are called aerosols. So we can't have a gas in a gas. Those two will just mix at the molecular level. So those would be a solution or a homogeneous mixture. But we can have a liquid or a solid. And if it's a colloid, well, in all cases, they're typically called aerosols, but we tend to call aerosols those that are colloids. So we have a aerosol if it's a liquid in a gas, and a solid aerosol if it's a solid in a gas. So this would be like cigarette smoke or something like that. Then we tend to call the suspension a spray if it's a liquid, or dust. So we might talk about an ideal dusty gas, and we'd be referring to a suspension in gas. Now, liquids, if the particle is a gas, we call that a foam, both for the colloid and the suspension. It's just the size of the foam, the gas parts inside that foam are bigger in the suspension, and it'll eventually separate it out. Liquid, we call emulsions. The salad dressing I said was an emulsion that's separating, but the milk is also an emulsion that isn't separating. Then the solid, we call that a liquid sol. If it's water is the liquid, then sometimes it's called a hydrosol. Now, careful here, if it is a suspension, we call it a suspension. So the grand category is suspension. What we tend to call it is a suspension. Then solids, if we have a gas in the solid, we have a solid foam, and that again just depends. The size of the gas chambers in there are depend on the, determine whether it's a suspension or a colloid. And then liquids, they're usually called a gel, and if it's a solid in a solid, we sometimes call that a solid gel. So these are the categories that we'll be talking about. So let's dig into the thermodynamics of these heterogeneous mixtures.